Very nice. The first interview with
Berbatov. And ladies and gentlemen, the trophy goes to Conrad Muse.
All the members on the table here. The faces that you may recognize is Mr. Giuseppe Luongo, Eustrum President, and also Dr. Wolfgang Schrepp representing the FIM. And we also have Mr. Ashley Gomez on the left of Dr. Wolfgang. We also have Mr. Glenn Ticlo sitting next to Giuseppe Luongo. And then we also have Mr. Benjamin Silva, the member of the Indian Legislative Assembly, next to, at the very end of the table. And then in the middle, we have Mr. Abertano Furtado, the Minister of the Goa government, head of the Goa delegation. And he will just dedicate some words because the Chief Minister could not make it. So he will, on behalf of the Minister, he will say some words.
As my Honorable Chief Minister of Goa, Shri Manohar Parrikar, could not make it here to his busy schedule, so I am reading out his message. Dear organizers, greeting from Goa. Since I am not attending the said event, I would like to convey the following message through my state delegation, which would read out by the Honorable Minister, Mr. Abertano Furtado, address the thousands of MX fans across the globe. As head of the Goa delegation, on behalf of the government of Goa, I bring you greetings from India. We come from the beautiful state in India called Goa, situated in the western region of our huge country. Some of you must have heard about Goa, and some must have already visited our state and must be aware of the beautiful sandy beaches and the guaranteed sunlight 10 hours a day and 10 months of the year. That Goa is famous for tourists from all over the globe visit our state. In short, it is one of the hot favorites for tourists, national as well as international. Having said, I am glad to inform you that I have been witnessing MX races since its birth in Goa in 2001, wherein I was the chief guest for the first ever national off-road race championship held in our state. During my tenure as the Chief Minister of Goa, over the years I have been chief guest for most of the mega MX events held in the state of Goa since 12 years now. I am glad to say the excitement and adrenaline rush experienced by me personally during these events has been something I cannot explain in words. This sport has a danger any normal person would fear to try. But one watches this sports live from close range and sees the highly trained riders performing their best at a breathtaking speed. But yet keeping in mind their safety is something that has thrilled me as regards the sports over the years. I must congratulate Mr. Ashley Gomes and his team for having taken the pains to promote the sports in our state, and especially all the top Indian MX riders that have always made it a point to participate in the MX Championship held in the state of Goa. I am proud to say that today our Goa Mx Championship is considered the most prestigious off-road races held in our country. I must express my sincere gratitude to the efforts put in by the youth stream under the leadership of its president, Mr. Josep Longo, and especially Mr. Wolfgang Schirm, FIM Motocross World President, for supporting the efforts of promoting MX to India through Goa. I assure you that motocross will continue to get all the support needed from the government of Goa, not just to host the National MX Championship, but to host the Asian level MX Championship too. And probably one day, if all goes well, Goa will hold the FIM Motocross World Championship and put Goa permanently on the racing calendar of the world. My sincere effort is to expose Goa to the globe as an adventure sports tourist destination, thus attracting high-end motorsports tourists to visit Goa. Having sent an official Goa government delegation to witness the FIM Motocross World Championship is a good start. Let's hope for the best. And I wish all the great years ahead in the successful conduct of the FIM Motocross World Championship. Regards from Honorable Chief Minister Shri Manohar Parrikar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. So now I will pass the word to Mr. Giuseppe Luongo.
Thank you. So I don't have nothing more to say. This is thank you very much. Thank you for your long travel, and thank you for believing in our sport. And I want to thank also especially today to all the riders who was present to the great show, because I have to see when you see from Tony until the young 65, you was really impressed today, all the Goa delegation. We have a great sport, we have a great show, and to go in a place, a huge country like India, I think is fantastic for our sport. This continue on the development of the motocross all around the world. It's like I say always, the world is very big. In Europe, in USA, we have a big problem for the economy, but it's biggest place on the world where the economy grow, and we must to go there. And thanks God also this world is looking very, very well about us. For this again, thank you very much to believe in us. I am sure together we'll organize a great World Championship in Goa. I am sure we will make a big contribution to make the notoriety of your region, of your beautiful country, which is already well known worldwide for the beautiful vacation place, hotel, resort, and so on. And so we will really hope to make a good work together from 2014 for a very long time, to work together and to have our great sport in India on the race, but also in television, on the media, and to continue to promote our sport in a country with more than 1 billion people inhabitants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Giuseppe Luongo. And now, of course, I pass the word to Dr. Wolfgang Schrepp.
I'm really happy that this Indian delegation from Goa came just on this weekend to watch the FIM Motocross World Championships. I'm very grateful that all your ministers have been here, what he could have shown you. really the best what we have had in the history of this sport. On my side, Ashley Gomez, I'm in contact with him since many, many years. He's an incredible hard worker in Goa to promote motocross, supercross, and after years where we mailed and said, okay, another step forward, and it seems now that we are really close, and probably 2014 we will be there. We are very, very excited about that. I was also happy about what Giuseppe has announced, I think yesterday, saying that there will be some aid, some help for the medium teams, privateer teams for this travel. The World Championship says it all. This means world, of course, not only Europe, and I'm really happy when we can get one country like India and a wonderful place like Goa on the calendar. And that's exactly the direction we like to go. So once again, thanks to the Indian delegation, to the ministers, to Ashley for coming here. And just one word about this weekend, which was for me, and I'm sure for many of you, probably one of the best weekends ever in our sport. And seeing the youngsters, seeing the parade, Dave Thorpe leading it, and then Land of Hope and Glory, and I saw many people. The eyes were a little bit wet, and I think nobody would have been ashamed about that. It was a moment many of us will have in our memory for many, many